What's going on? This is a crypto market recap for Monday, May 19th. And to start the day, we saw a little bit of a pullback in the beginning, but we started daily consolidation, but we closed relatively high, and with the 4-hour bounce, which we have recovered quite a bit of that drop so far, looking back up to the highs on Bitcoin. As far as Bitcoin dominance, we had an inside bar on the day, not telling too much. Seeing actually a huge volume to start out Tuesday. Huge volume. Not sure what that's about, but yeah, we're increasing volume here. Not sure if that is money going back into Bitcoin and coming out of other names, but pretty big volume. We'll see where this equilibrium breaks for us on the hourly. Getting pretty tight, so I'm expecting a move to happen here soon. But yeah, so Bitcoin, as long as we broke 4-hour support, but we are heading right back up. So technically still in a 4-hour uptrend, but we did lose support. So now we've recovered enough that I would be definitely expecting a higher low on the way back down. Maybe we see a cup and handle continuation pattern play out from this point. But big recovery. As expected, Bitcoin especially is just buying all pullbacks, it seems. And that's exactly what you want to be seeing. So BNB still has this 4-hour downtrend. We didn't recover that. We set a lower low, but no follow through. So that is good. We're still holding up at this point. And now we've made enough room to set a higher low on the way back down. We could just break into new highs as well. That's always a possibility. Keep our hourly uptrend, and we can do that. But BNB, one of the better names as well, just because it's closer to the highs and closer to the blue sky breakouts that I play. Other than that, Bitcoin is the only one that I'm actually actively looking at playing. I will say if anything else comes up though. XRP, we saw a big enough pullback now. We had a bear flag on the daily as started yesterday. We actually broke down today with zero follow through. So that tells me look bullish, look the other way. And that is kind of what's happening at this point. Now we're kind of seeing a 4-hour inverse head and shoulders possibly play out. And we'll see if that early pattern recognition plays out. Still quite a ways from its most recent highs. It's our all-time highs. But yeah, we're hanging out pretty good. See if this turns into like a weekly inverse head and shoulders potentially at this point. But hopefully that's not the case. And we hold this weekly 8 and 12 moving average on the way back up. Litecoin, still daily bull flag, still looking okay. We did break down with no follow through, which is a good sign for the bulls. And be cautious as a bear. So now we need to head back to the highs though at this point. Keep the 4-hour uptrend. Regain the 4-hour uptrend at this point, and that is critical. Otherwise, we're just keep setting 4-hour lower highs, and we could keep dropping. Hype, still daily bull flagging right underneath this very crucial resistance here. And if we can get above that, we're looking at an all-time high run. So this is looking very good at this point, and hopefully we can continue this momentum, keep closing above the 8 and 12 moving average on the daily, and everything is just fine. Ethereum, still daily bull flag at this point. Hasn't given back yet. Just a little bit under the 0.382. But as long as we start heading up now, we'll still call it a bull flag. And then we're looking up at the most recent high and 2,855. This is a fairly significant resistance as well. And we just don't want to see a long drawn out weekly equilibrium at this point. Solana, seeing a bit more of a pullback, getting down to the 0.5 now. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit past the 0.5. Also another daily trend change with no follow through. So Now the onus is on the bulls to turn this around and create a 4-hour inverse head and shoulders, or start heading back up to the most recent highs. Ondo giving way too much back. So had our daily bear flag confirmed with no follow through as well. A little bit weaker close, and we're still underneath the 8 and 12 moving average. I don't like Ondo. It's not showing the momentum you want to be seeing especially when Bitcoin is up near all-time highs. So at this point, I'm just calling this an equilibrium, but we still have to set a higher low than 0.82825. And then we'll see. We also could be setting up a head and shoulders at that point as well. Link giving back more than I like, but not closing underneath these we're just holding up this previous resistance. So as long as we can head back up to the highs, we're looking good. Get our 4-hour uptrend, which we technically have now at this point actually, but we need to break this high as well. Break the high of this candle. Sui, well, we had a daily trend change with no follow through. Same thing. Like all these names are kind of the same thing. And now we're looking at 4-hour inverse head and shoulders, or possibly equilibriums play out at this point. But that's a caution to the bears that, yeah, we held and closed above the 12 moving average. Looks good. Xlm giving too much back, and now we're closing below the 8 and 12 moving averages on the daily. Don't like this as much. We need to set this daily higher low, and then we're still cautious that this could be a head and shoulders on the way back up. And now definitely expecting a lower high on the way back up at this point. So big range at this point, and these could get drawn out, and they're annoying to trade because they could just take forever to trade sideways in. Cardano, that's why I trade what I do. I trade the blue skies. I hate sideways moving. It's just, especially I trade options, so I don't like the time decay on names that are trading sideways. Like this would just kill me on a stock trade, on an option trade. Cardano giving too much back, hitting the gold pocket on the way back. So I would be expecting a lower high on the way back up. We're closing below the 8 and 12. Don't like that. Now we're starting to point down on the moving averages. So I don't like Cardano as much. We need to set that higher low as soon as possible. Start heading back up. Kaspa starting to give a bit much back now. We closed at the daily 12 exponential. Still hanging above this resistance, so I'll still call it bullish. But yeah, we need to start heading back up as well. And I would be expecting a lower high than this 13 on the way back up. Hopefully this is the low and we start heading back up. Need to gain the 4-hour trend change back. So we're gain the 4-hour uptrend. That would be step 1 on this name. Dogecoin still in this falling wedge, and we could stay in this falling wedge until we break it. So still a daily bull flag, but yeah, we need to oh, that was just an inside bar on the day. We need to break out of this wedge, break this resistance here, keep our 4-hour uptrend going, break this resistance. Yeah, keep our 4-hour uptrend alive, but Dogecoin's looking still good overall. Hbar giving way too much back on this at the golden pocket, closing underneath the 8 and 12 moving average. Don't like that. Need to gain the 4-hour uptrend. We've made enough room now that we should see a 4-hour higher low on the way back down, and then we would be looking at an inverse head and shoulders unless we can break this resistance, and then either way we'd still be looking at a higher low on the way back down. Mochi doesn't look good, so we're giving a lot of this back now, and inside bar on the day, so we are just a 4-hour tightening range. We need this low to hold ideally, but this is the most important one. We need the low to hold and then head back to the high, and definitely expect a lower high on the way back up. AVAX, same story, pretty weak, giving too much back, expect a lower high, but yeah, we haven't set this daily higher low yet. We wicked up, but that was a quick lower high and kind of a pivot. Yeah, closing below the 8 and 12 doesn't look good. Ton already giving back, breaking previous resistance. Ton is very weak. Not a name I would love to be holding that right now. This is, anyways. As I've been saying for a while now, we've got this equilibrium here, and we're just trying to set a lower or higher low than this 2.779 on the way back down. We're quickly approaching that, which is not what you want to see. And either way, I would be expecting a daily lower high on the way back up. Ton is not looking good. Trump, daily equilibrium still. We have actually a 4-hour equilibrium here. This is getting really tight now, getting pretty extended. So I would expect a big move to play out after this range breaks. But yeah, we're holding above the 50 moving average. We're holding at the 8 and 12. RSI is cooling off, that we can make another big move upwards. And yeah, Trump very volatile. And the thing is with this name, it's the bull moves happen very fast. It seems like 90% of the time we are going down. 90% of the time it seems we're going down. 10% of the time we go up. So the moves happen in 1 or 2 days, 3 days here, but they happen very brief, and then it's consolidating the whole time. So these are hard names to play as, and so you have to be ready for just like holding a lot of downside, and you have 2 or 3 days, or 1 to 3 days to get out, and then expect weeks of consolidation. And that's what this name has been. This was months of consolidation. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. Still, Bitcoin's my only interest in the crypto sector. Tons of names are making new all-time highs in the stocks, so that is where my interest will be until crypto proves me otherwise. All right, take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.